Oh, whoa.
Alright, this is hype.
What do you think about this?
I am actually really curious to see how this goes. Now, Vinnie's Rosalina, so a little bit of backstory on this one.
Yes.
Vinnie had a Rosalina in Smash 4, a very good Rosalina that started its career winning a Ditto against the Buzz in bracket.
Really?
Early Long Island history. And Rosalina was a character that has just always had a very strong history here on Long Island. In fact, winning the final Smash 4 here at AON.
Really? Who won that?
That was Jay.
That was Jay?
So now, turning the clock to Smash Ultimate proper, and Rosalina is hardly a shadow of her former self. It's a character that had a lot of her kit changed, mostly in part to how Luma operates. Now,
what were some of the things that were gutted, essentially, from Luma, if you don't mind me asking?
It would take far too long for me to explain all the changes. But
understandable.
Mostly, it was much more difficult to get anything off of desyncs with Luma. And in general, a lot of her angles were just changed to the point where the character was nigh unusable. Now, coming into 2.0, Rosalina and Luma actually received some of the most buffs in the entire cast.
Oh my god.
Vinnie feels himself with it, too.
Oh, man, that good patience from Vinnie, though. But you were saying about 2.0.
2.0 changed a lot of tools on Rosalina, and one of the unintended changes is sort of a callback to Lunar Landing with Rosalina and Luma from Smash 4.
Okay.
Where you would be able to desync in a manner that lets you use aerials with Luma like far too early.
They gave that back to her?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's not executed the same way.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Yo, Vinnie's usually like a respectful player. The teabag, though.
Yeah, no, Respect and Vinnie are not one and the same. But Dominance and Vinnie, those are an old tale that I think we're sort of seeing the revival of.
Vinnie, like you mentioned before, is feeling himself right now. Look at this desync from the two, actually. Like, this is actually kind of cool. Like,
Rosalina, when she gets her game going, is very impressive to watch. But it's just harder to manage now because you don't get nearly as much off of Luma being put out with Luma Shot.
Oh, and Luma's going bye-bye right now, but right now, Vinnie is, again, just going to focus on getting as much percent as possible. 122 on Vinnie. She has a crouch walk?
Yes. And it actually got nerfed from Smash 4. She's not nearly as low to the ground. Okay.
Good up air, good coverage right now from Vinnie, just bullying PKChris right now. 89% on PKChris. PKChris actually the one to not teabag, actually. Just stayed in shield the entire time. Good nair, but again, just PKChris is trying to play as patient as possible, trying to pick apart that Luma and then possibly punish Vinnie. Vinnie offhand. No, this is the back air. That would have been it. Luma's getting all flustered right now. Was that down tilt?
There was a dash attack in there.
That was a dash attack? All right. Back air.
It was weird in how it was delayed because Luma didn't interrupt the dash attack. Excellent delay on the recovery from Chris, utilizing his directional air dodge instead of taking the risk with PK Thunder. Of course, the worry being PK Thunder can just get scooped up with gravitational pull. Nonetheless, Vinnie's going to take game one with Rosalina.
All right.
And it's been quite a while since we've seen this type of a win screen.
I didn't even, going into Ultimate and stuff, it's just been weird just, like, not seeing Rosalina. Like, the closest I had was, like, to a friend of mine when he first played the game, then he dropped the game a week later because I introduced him to Cloud. But this is just magical, essentially, to think that, like, any character can win to a degree, you know? You take out, even when a big character from Smash 4 is nerfed, it can do wonders in something like this. I'm not sure if PKChris knows the matchup, if that's what he's getting messed up on. And
well, there's the fact that we haven't seen a lot of Rosalina in Smash Ultimate as it is. Like, the character was played very briefly by Jay, who then moved on to Palatana while trying to figure out other characters he liked. DeBuzz was quite adamant about not utilizing Rosalina in bracket. And the only time we've ever seen his Rosalina publicly, actually, was either on tests in his streams or in one game in Let's Make Moves during Grand Finals, which ended tragically, to put it nicely. This is not a character that we see a lot of. Utopian right not even like hazarding the idea of utilizing Rosalina and Luma in Ultimate, but given the recent buffs, there's a lot that this character can make use of that
I can see
wasn't
that
available to her upon release in Ultimate. And while not nearly as dominant as she once was, the character has tricks up her sleeve. And I feel like Vinnie might be more familiar with this matchup than trying it out with Daisy, who, to his credit, Daisy kind of struggles a bit with fighting against Ness just because of how easily Ness can get in on Daisy in the air and how well he could force off of any type of float. Like, Ness just sort of is allowed to press buttons against that.
And right now you see the momentum switching quite a bit even against Vinnie right now. Vinnie playing from behind right now because PKChris is managing to like close that gap as easy as possible. Vinnie not getting started as much, not able to get enough hits in. 81% on PKChris though. Anything could happen. Goes to the nair, nice forward smash, not enough yet, just yet. And takes away the thunder.
That's the classic.
Beautiful. Beautiful right there. Just take the kid's lunch money, make sure he doesn't get back. All right, classic Ness right there. Good offstage play. Tries to go for the down smash, does not get it. Tries to walk the dog, nothing there. Luma is down, so it's just going to be solo Rosalina right now. All right, good grab. Just, again, trying to build up as much percentage as possible, trying to close out this deficit. Tries to go for a double hit on Luma. Holding it.
This is
Shield
actually
poke.
really smart on Chris.
Yeah, that was a really good move from PKChris. Again, just trying to just throw the, try to just clip the PK fire right now. All right, back throw. All right, good nair out of that. Where are we gonna go right now? 59% on PKChris. Again, just playing at that right spacing so he won't be right after he takes out Luma, so he's able to like bully with the projectiles as much as possible and mixing up his rhythm so he doesn't just get clipped by Vinnie's projectile absorption. 70% on Vinnie. That's gonna knock back Luma, but he still has control of it. Up air, goes for it one more time. No, he doesn't. 90%. All right, PKChris is off stage. Good directional air dodge. No punish off these like raw jumps. Forward throw. Oh my God, here comes the Luma shenanigans. Calls him back just to be safe. And tries to steal that thunder. Doesn't get it.
On the gravitational pull. Vinnie kind of struggling now.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris remembered how to fight Rosalina. And then on top of that, Ness has much better tools to fight Rosalina.
And again.
Sometimes you gotta feel yourself.
Yeah, no, sometimes you gotta just make yourself chuckle every now and then. Oh no. Unfortunate.
Shredded.
Unfortunate. And we're going to game 3 right now. So do you think we're gonna see a character switch, or do you think, or are we just gonna go straight with the Rosalina still?
I'm actually really curious as to that, just because this Rosalina, I haven't seen his Rosalina in Ultimate yet to this point. The only other characters I've seen out of Vinnie have been Ice Climbers, Chrom, and Daisy.
Yeah.
Ice Climbers is not the type of character that I would recommend picking into Ness.
No.
It's doable, but it's a gamble and a half.
Huh?
Chrom, I don't think would be good either.
No, I don't
just
think
because
so.
Chris is very proficient with being able to chain his forward airs in a manner that lets him drag opponents far. He's hovering the ices, but he is going to opt back to Daisy.
All right. Understandable, you know, one of the easiest like characters to one of the, you know, his main character that he plays against. So we're going into Smashville, and again, as you mentioned before, you know, really good place for stage control and stuff. Along with that, that platform could definitely mess up a couple of PK fires from the air. So we're going to see how this one's going to turn out and to see if the character switch was worth it for Vinnie in the end. Remember, folks, this isn't finals. So this is the last game of this set. I know we all want some more of this action, but sorry, guys. We got to get home at a reasonable time. All right, trying to camp back as much as possible. Here comes the set play. Here comes the set play that I'm a huge fan of. Good tech from Vinnie. Good tech from Vinnie right now. And here you have to see, you know, PKChris going way too deep for these things.
You really just pressed every button to know we're there.
Yep. And here, so one major thing, of course, I like to live by is, you know, we're not robots. We have to adjust and we have to adapt right now. So right now, PKChris has to adapt to like just a different play style from Vinnie. You know, Vinnie playing like more patient now. Playing more patient as Rosalina, but he has to play. But now he's playing more rushdown comparison to his Rosalina right now. And you're seeing the back throw that's helping out. Was that a stitch?
That was a stitch. And stitch turn up to side B. 50%.
That did 50%. Let's go. Fair 127% on Vinnie. Nice PK Thunder. Just chasing him down with that. One more at that height's gonna take it. No punish. Good forward tilt. Again, trying to stall with the with down B, and again just clip. Did he just try to side B while he was like when no one was there essentially?
No, Vinnie went out deep to try and interrupt the PK Thunder, and
I saw like a rapid movement. And I assumed it was a side B. My apologies. Trying to get. So now Vinnie playing from the lead, playing the lead right now, 61%. Throws a turn up for good prayer. Oh, tries to go for the pivot grab, doesn't get it though. Good forward air, does he have his jump? Good air dodge and enough to make it back. Fades back and fares. All right, 69% on Vinnie. Anything is possible for either one of these players. Fair. Oh my God, great item re-grabs combos. Okay, 113 on PKChris right now. Good fair. 127 on the board.
Another stitch.
Another stitch. Oh, he would have gotten it, but good down smash. He's still alive. A bomb?
Oh.
Right. Oh, okay, this is ridiculous. I'm about to drop please no bully in the chat right now. Good fair, and that's gonna be it. Vinnie moves on into loser semis against the winner.